Hello everyone and welcome to the session on virtual functions. At the end of this session, student will be able to write C++ programs using the concept of virtual functions. Polymorphism is one of the crucial features of object-oriented programming. It simply means one name, multiple forms. There are two types of polymorphism: compile time polymorphism and runtime polymorphism. Compile time polymorphism is implemented using the concept of overloaded functions and operators. The overloaded member functions are selected for invoking by matching arguments, that is both type and number of arguments. This information is known to the compiler at compile time. Therefore, compiler is able to select the appropriate function for a particular call at the compile time itself. This is called as early binding, static linking, or compile time polymorphism. It means that an object is bound to its function call at compile time. In runtime polymorphism, an appropriate member function is selected while a program is running. C++ supports runtime polymorphism with the help of virtual functions. It is called late or dynamic binding because the appropriate function is selected dynamically at runtime. To understand the concept of virtual functions, first we'll see what function overriding is. It is the redefinition of base class function in its derived class with the same signature, that is same name, same return type, and same number and type of arguments. The example shown here has two classes, base and derived. Display function is defined in both classes with the same signature, that is both functions have same name, display. Return type is void and one argument of integer type. Dynamic binding requires use of pointer to objects. Pointer to object of a base class type are compatible with pointers to object of derived class. So, we can use a single pointer variable to point to objects of base class as well as derived classes. Let's see a program which signifies the need of virtual function. In this program, we have a base class base which has a display function. It displays in display function class base. This is a derived class which is derived from base. Derived class also has display function with the same signature as that of the base class display function. It displays in display function class derived. BP is a pointer of base type. B is the object of base class. BP stores the address of B. Display function is called by using base pointer. D is the object of derived class. Base pointer stores the address of D, that is derived class object. Display function is once again called by using BP. Let's see the output of this code. In display function class base, even though BP stores the address of B for the first time and D for the second time, the same display function of the base class is called twice because we have not used the concept of virtual function in this program. The compiler checks for the type of the pointer and not the type of object to which it points to. So the type of pointer is base pointer in both cases. So display function of the base class is called twice instead of display of first class and display of derived class. Then how do we achieve polymorphism? We have to use virtual keyword preceding the function definition of the base class. So whenever we use virtual functions, the type of object to which the pointer points to is considered for calling the functions. So the output is in display function class base, in display function class derived. When a function is made virtual, C++ determines which function to use at runtime based on the type of object pointed to by the base pointer rather than the type of the pointer. We can execute different versions of the virtual function by making base pointer to point to different objects. Before going further, pause the video for some time and find the output of the given code. Once you have done this, you may resume the video. The answer is option D. Initially, base pointer points to a derived class object. Show function is called with base pointer, which displays in derived. Later it points to base class object. Show function is called with base pointer, which displays in base. Let's see one more program which demonstrates the concept of virtual function. The program has one base class, that is shape, two derived classes, square and rectangle. Base class shape has two data members, length and width. It has two constructors. First constructor with one integer parameter, second constructor with two integer parameters, and base class contains virtual function getArea. It is overridden in the derived classes. S is a pointer of base type. S1 is object of square class. Whenever S1 is constructed, the value 5 is passed and a constructor is called, and this in turn calls the constructor of shape class and value 5 is passed. The shape class constructor assigns 5 to both length and width. Here R1 is object of rectangle. When R1 is constructed, these parameters 4 and 5 are passed to the constructor. Shape class constructor is called with values 4, 5. 4 and 5 are assigned to length and width respectively. Now S stores the address of S1. GetArea function is called on S. Now S stores the address of R1. Once again the getArea function is called on S. GetArea function of square class prints square area colon length into width. So length into width is 5 into 5, that is 25. And getArea function of rectangle class is called afterwards, which prints rectangle area colon length into width, that is 4 into 5, that is 20. So the output is square area colon 25, rectangle area colon 20. In this video we have seen the concept of virtual functions. Thank you.